What's up? I'm back, and I'm super happy. Whoa, let's get it started, guys. Here we go. We're gonna go live on this podcast here, so I'm gonna hit record. I'm gonna give this like a minute. Super happy it's Friday. We're gonna get it going here. I'm gonna change around the series, and we're gonna be calling it Ask the Trainer, because you guys have a lot of questions and I want to go through all of them. I am going to go ahead and hit record, guys. Welcome to Coffee Talk. And 3, 2, we are recording live on Coffee Talk Friday. Forgot what day it is. We're in the middle of, today's the 28th of August. And today's going to be a changeover in the platform. We're going to go into Ask the Trainer. I want to make sure that you guys get your questions answered. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Mel, what's up? All of my unicorns that are out there. I want to get into this a little bit. So much conflicting information surrounding the fitness and nutrition industry. I realize that people want to make healthy choices, but aren't sure what's truly good for them. I decided to eliminate the guessing game and throw my hat into the online fitness community. As a 40-year veteran in the health and wellness space, I started my passion for movement at an early age. I was drawn to the elegance and discipline of martial arts. So grateful to be sharing my world with you. I love my followers clearly and dearly. I've been following my passion and creating a life I love. I practice what I post. There are no filters. It's just me. A lot of hard work. Yes, yes, yes. I love you guys. What's up, Sheldon, Melissa, Aaron, Cheryl? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I created Cardio Combat. I absolutely predate Gordon Floyd. I think that's my uncle. What's up, buddy? Created Cardio Combat, Final Cut, Sweatshop, and most recently, Aero Ropes. What is up? What is up? I am an 8th degree black belt. I've done a lot of adventure racing, triathlons. I've completed 2 Ironman races, and I've been a fitness ambassador to Reebok and Nike. I've done the work. Now it's time for you to crush your goals. What's up, Friday morning? Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm going to change my music here because I'm not so happy with what I'm playing. What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? Again, we're working on... Good morning, Don Shaw. You know how much I love saying Don Shaw. It's just one of those names. Guys, I've had like a few days to really kind of contemplate life. I've learned so much over the past few days. I have created a life that I love, and by that I mean I have spent money and energy and time and focus into figuring out what would be the next level for me in my career and my life, and what does that all mean. And I really think that this part of my life right now... What's up, Aaron? Happy Friday. Lori, welcome, welcome, welcome. Maria, what's up? Welcome, guys. I think, I use the term unicorn, and that meaning I identify because, the horse with the horn kind of thing. Like, we are not really oddballs. I don't really feel like I'm the odd person. I feel like I'm more to the center of odd than far left, far right. And being creative and energetic. I have a lot of energy, but I'm not an extrovert. I'm very much an introvert. But I have a passion, and that passion really comes through when I figure out, like, what do people really need? And I think people really need right now, more than ever, is the truth. Truth, as they say, will set you free. And I believe that there are so many people that are out there right now that are living like in a lie. You're living in a physical lie, and you're living in a nutrition lie. I think that I watch people all the time, and I watch so many posts, a lot of Instagram, and I don't settle on Instagram. I float through to see what's out there and what's happening, and I kind of so disappointed. I'm very, I think I spend a lot of time going, oh my God, like head slapping, and there's a reason why you guys are gaining weight. There's a reason why you guys, I'm not even saying you're fat. It's not a you're fat, and it's not your fault. That's first and foremost, it's not your fault, because the information that's out there is just whack. It's crazy. I was walking in the park the other day. I was training a client, and I was coming back to my car, and I was watching a trainer that was in the middle of the gym, and this guy, let me just give you a visual. And sometimes I feel like taking pictures just so you guys get a really clear vision, but I don't like to call people out. I'll call people out just by description, and if it's you, I'm talking to you. This guy was probably about, let's say, 6 feet tall, and he had a bodybuilder's body, which was typical. I love bodybuilding, but I don't like what bodybuilding stands for in the fitness community, because most bodybuilders, for the most part, are all on drugs, so I really have no respect for that, other than saying, listen, you want to take drugs and get really, really, really big, there's a point where in your life you have to really look at the end result. And all the bodybuilders that I grew up with and I know, I go back, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Franco Columbu, all the big players, even Frank Zane, that guy was beautiful body, but yet he could never really win at that top level because he was so much smaller, but his body was aesthetically much more beautiful. But he didn't load himself up with drugs. And I think that happens with a lot of guys in our culture. Our culture breeds this maniacal, masculine, equation of, I gotta be really big, I gotta be really too big. So this guy was really, I know he's on drugs because his chest and arms and shoulders are one size, and then his gut is super distended, which means he's either pigging out, which most bodybuilders do, which is super unhealthy. That 6 meal a day thing is just bullshit. And on top of that, taking a lot of, performance enhancing drugs, which, listen, I could care less. Do whatever you want with your body. I will tell you that, when you turn 50, all hell will break loose and you will never live that lifestyle. It's just not longevity. It's not a long-term approach to health, and that's why when I see people that are out there that are trainers that are promoting a fake health, and then they've got a client that's like, oh, I want to be like you, or oh, I'm going to hire the big strong guy. I'm like, yeah, that fucking guy is on drugs, and he's having 20,000 meals a day, which is super ugly, unhealthy, and he's not educated. He's just big. He's massive. It's like these football players that are like, oh, I'm not playing football anymore. I'm going to go be a personal trainer. Why? Because you're big? That's such bullshit. So the point of him was, as I was walking by, he's actually doing what looks and appears like push-ups. I think it's a push-up. I call it the lizard. His head was distended, and he was doing these half reps. And I'm like, I cannot stand when people do not do full range of motion. And then he was doing it in front of the guy. The guy he was training was probably 20 years older than him. And his position was 100 times worse. His lower back was bowed. His neck was distended, and they were doing fast half reps. I'm like, I bet that's how you have sex. I could see it. And that kind of grossed me out. But then I was like, okay, I see this guy doing these exercises, and he's trying to act like he's doing something, but he never corrected his client, and it just beat me down. I really freaked out. It pisses me off. I'm like, bro, I don't hire you to compete with me. I hire you to keep me injury-free and make sure I'm doing this right, because I don't want to get injured down the road. My injuries are not from working out. My injuries are from racing and crashing, and I did adventure racing for many years, mountain biking, crashing, when my body was a lot more nimble and flexible, and I could recover within hours. Now I recover within days, so I have to be very, very careful. But a lot of trainers that are out there are what I refer to as internet trainers. They go online, they saw a couple exercises, they went out and they did it with that client, knowing full well that the exercise was bullshit. I mean real just garbage bullshit exercises. Almost as if these trainers are afraid to teach They're afraid that if they don't beat the client and you know, just like they're like crawling out of the gym, that they're not a successful trainer or a successful training session. And that's just lame. It's just lame. So with that said, I want to kind of get into it. And I posted, you know, talking about ego and mindset and role models and things like that, and people that we idolize. I really don't idolize anyone. I kind of idolize myself because I love how I've been able to bounce back from stupid shit in life, and where I thought years ago there were things that I thought were just like, you know, oh my God, I'm never gonna get through this, or what's up, Bessie? Welcome. Aaron, I would die. Yeah. Trust me, I want you guys to ask me questions. Also, excuse me. Also, I want you guys to ask me like full, complete questions, because we're on a delay, and sometimes when you guys say things to me, I'm not sure where in the thread I left off, or what comment you are addressing. So please make sure when you're asking questions, give me like a big heads up on what you're writing. So one of the questions that I got the other day was, when do you drink, like, or when do you take in protein, before or after a workout? And for me, it's always going to be after the workout, and I'll tell you why. I love training fasted. I love doing cardio, fasted cardio. And when I say cardio, I don't, you know, walking is cardio. People get a very, very, very ugly representation of cardio and think that I have to be in a puddle of sweat working at 100% of my heart rate to get effective cardio. Cardio doesn't burn fat. Just to be clear, cardio does not burn fat. That's not where we need to go. Cardio burns sugar. And where we're going, I have a 30-day challenge coming up right now, and it is a 0 carb, 0 sugar challenge. If you guys want to get in on a 0 carb, 0 sugar challenge, put a comment below and say I'm in. If you put I'm in, I will reach out to you. We have about, I think, like 10 or 15 people that are signed up for the challenge right now. I promise you it's not going to be easy. I will promise you that it will be worth it. This is one of the hardest challenges that I have ever done. I do them all the time, but I'm sharing it with my clientele and people just like you. All right, Nikki, I got you. I'm in. Let me see some more I'm ins. I promise you, though, that these challenges are not for the wimpy. They're just not. Challenge starts on Monday. Today's Friday, so we are prepping Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You have a 3-day prep. If you guys are not in fully 100% committed, I throw you out of the group. I'm not into babysitting on this challenge. I only babysit on Mindset Reset. Some of you just right now just went, what? What are you talking about? Why do you say babysitting? I love you. A lot of you are super highly motivated, but very, very confused about nutrition. And nutrition is probably 99% of the game. I use nutrition as a tool. I have used nutrition to my advantage. I can eat whatever I want, but I choose not to. I love how I feel when my nutrition is on point. I am a low carb, low sugar person. If there is sugar in my diet, I tend to have adverse reactions. And what I'm trying to do is teach you guys that, you know, sugar in your diet is the worst, and it's everywhere, and it's not your fault, and it's the hardest to get rid of. Sugar is like it's a bad addiction. It's worse than heroin, is what they say. Yeah, I have an official Facebook group. By the way, I want to invite all of you right here, right now. Write it down. Lisa Gaylord Fitness. I've created a new group, which is my tribe. I'm going to be creating the Legacy group. which is a paid membership group. It's a lot different. There are going to be things going on in the legacy group that I've never done before. I'm going to reveal my secrets and my hacks, what I take, what I don't take, and why. That's the legacy group. But if you want to get in on the tribe, new Facebook group, you can put in the comments below, I'm in, and /Facebook. I will get you guys hooked up. Super excited. Business is going to a new level. I've got a lot of new followers and I'm super excited. Robert Young, Sensei, what's up? Nothing like starting 0 carbs and sugar right as I'm going on a vacation for a week. Don't be a wuss, Dory. Dory, you just took a vacation. It was like your birthday. Where are you going? And listen, you guys have to also, when I tell you that it's gonna be hard, I don't mean, for you to mentally go on a spiral into, but it's my birthday, and and the list of excuses could go on and on and on. It's going to be a time where you're mentally got to get tough. You got to get real. Oh my God, that was 2 day, not a vacation. Dory. Dory's funny. Dory sends me text messages and I kind of giggle, which I love. There's nothing like sarcasm meeting sarcasm. It's a beautiful thing. I tend to not meet sarcasm on a daily basis, and it's so annoying. I hate when people are not funny. Be funny. Be funny. Be funny more than not. A lot of people are listening to the podcast at work, and then I start doing my music. They're like, oh shit, my boss is gonna walk in and freak out. I'm like, sorry, it's a dance break. Everybody needs a dance break. Woo. And I haven't been out, just like you guys, in forever. So like dancing with myself for the past 4 months is fun. Like, I use my imagination, but I'd like to go out and dance with my friends. What? Bessie's got a question. My question is, the sugar that isogenic shakes have interfere with lose weight? Yeah, when we go on the no sugar, no carb, you're going to be off the shakes for 30 days because, yes, of the sugar as well. But it doesn't interfere with losing weight. Remember, those shakes are designed to be an alternative to meals. That's why I use earbuds. Yeah, Cheryl, that comment was kind of for you. I'm like, when I throw on the dance break, I'm just hoping nobody gets in trouble. How do vegetables fit in? They don't. And I want you guys to, if you guys are going to go on the no sugar, no carb challenge, I'd rather you guys ask me questions in our group instead of on this Facebook podcast right now. I'd rather address other questions that are not related to that challenge because I want more people to get in on the challenge, and then I will break down the challenge as we go. Again, it's not easy. It's a next level cleansing. It's next level. Getting sugar out of your body, again, is having the right mindset, having the right tools, having the right understanding, and having your coach, me, guide you, hold your hand, and push you through the dark places. When you're not sugar-free, carb-free, you're still in a holding pattern. Remember, we want our bodies to get into autophagy, and I've spent weeks and weeks and weeks teaching you guys about autophagy, intermittent fasting, how to break up your day and start. Let's put it this way. Wouldn't it be great if your body used the fat that was on your body for energy instead of just redumping? Sorry, I'm a little congested today. Something over here, I don't know. Maybe it's my My mister? I don't know. Anyway. All right. So one of the questions was, when do I get that protein in? Karen, what's up? Good morning. Lori, good morning. Protein after you work out. And that's really a good spot. But again, when you're talking about intermittent fasting, or you're talking about when to eat, what to eat, we want to be very careful about. I'm also just a big faster. It's easy for me. It works, it blends with my schedule. Breakfast is the worst meal of the day. I need you guys to be open-minded to understanding that the things that we've been taught really are a lie. We've been lied to for years. And that's so sad. I guess I really got on this early on, realizing that who said breakfast was the best meal of the day? Like, doctors don't know that because they don't study that. They just don't. They don't have a clue. Doctors are just professional guessers. And when you go see a doctor, you're like, tell me what's wrong with me. I'm like, nobody's a mind reader. You know, you got to go back. You got to do blood panels. You have to do, you know, you got to look at what's going on inside. And for the most part, if you just tell me what you eat during the week, I pretty much tell you what's going on. Your diet sucks. And you got to get organized. All right, so, sorry, dance break. Woo! I wanted to go back on what I wrote down on Facebook, and I want to go back into, you know, what, let me get the question right here. Hold on. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Yeah. Let me go back a little bit. Let me see what I wrote. I want you guys to get your questions together. Yeah, what are your biggest challenges with working out and nutrition? I got a few questions on here, comments actually. And I'm actually going to be signing up a new girl. And she was talking about working like 12-hour shifts, and she's gone 14 hours. She really doesn't have a lot of time. And so I say things like this, and one of the things we're going to talk about today, because we're having a consultation, a discovery call today. And in the discovery call, you know, I ask questions like, tell me about your day. Tell me what you do. What's your, you know, what's your schedule? What's your Bible? And what does that Bible look like? And a lot of you will have like a monotonous schedule, which is fine. I kind of do too in a way, but I also program in the things that I have to get to be happy. Like, what leads me to happy? One of the things that leads me to happy is I get up really early and I get my coffee going. I make my bulletproof. They call it bulletproof. I hate saying bulletproof because that's kind of a label of a brand. But I use tons of butter in my coffee, and I use a new creamer that I'm using. It's like I'm inventing it. It's super yummy and like no sugar. But I get that going, and I get my kind of my work base set up in the morning, kind of before the sun is up. So I have this, like, I'm in meditation mode. I am focusing on what makes me happy. What makes me happy? What is my day gonna look like? So I visualize the entire day, and it's kind of like in a pattern. It's like what they say, in the vortex. I set that day up already in my head, instead of saying, oh, all these bad things are going to happen. Oh, I've got to pay all these bills, or all I got to do all these, like, you know, I don't do that. I go, where is my good of the day? So I'm going to have my coffee. I'm going to get through some emails. I'm going to get through some basic work that I do, which is it's called workflow. If you guys need help with workflow, reach out to me. Put in comment below, workflow. And a lot of that has to do with how you wake up, how you set up your day, what you have to get done. They call it Eating the Frog. If you haven't heard that before, I think there's a book called Eating the Frog. Eating the Frog is get done what has to be done like the worst stuff you could possibly do for the day, get that done first. And I know that sucks. You're like, oh, what's the term? I'm going to kick the ball downfield. I'm going to kick the ball, kick the ball, kick the ball. I know I have to do it. I just don't want to. And when you find yourself in a whiny kind of mode, like flip that mirror around and take a look at it and be like, why am I so whiny about that thing? What is it about that thing that I don't want to do? And sometimes it's because it's not a high priority or high ticket item. We're like, I'll leave it till later. Like, you ever got laundry to do and you're just like, yeah, I got other clothes I can wear, so I really don't feel, the basket's full, but I just shouldn't really feel like doing the laundry right now. Like, I'll wear something else. Or you do the sniff test, right? And you're like, we're good. So that's how I set up my day. That's how I get my workflow done. I write it out. I've been writing out my workflow for years. I know that I already prioritize my workout. And for me, and for you guys, you ready? Nothing, I mean nothing, zero, nothing, zero, nothing. Repeat it with me. Zero, nothing interferes with me time. And that me time is your workout. That workout time is so valuable. If you guys have questions, go ahead and drop them below. Don't forget to get signed on to Lisa Gaylord Fitness Tribe. It's our new group. If you need a link to that, let me know. Again, me time is so important. We live our life like in a bubble, as if who we work for is our priority, or that, that job that we go to make money is like, oh, it's everything. And for the most part, it is. We love working. We love our financial, independence. For me, being financially independent, I've been financially independent my entire life. And that's a value you can't throw away. But also knowing that part of my independence is also being able to take care of my body. Melissa, I got you, girl. I'm doing that all weekend, getting back Veto my core. Rona, what's up? Welcome. Aaron's like, me time. Aaron, isn't it always your time? Anyway, I also have that nutrition is my golden stamp. When my nutrition is on point and my body feels good and I feel energized by the food that I eat, instead of the food that I eat makes me feel discomfort or bloated or heavy or lethargic or I am not happy with the food that I've eaten. And a lot of you are eating foods that don't agree with your body, and yet you've been doing it for so many years. It's become a habit, and because those habits don't work, you've settled into saying, that's just the way it is, and that's not the way it is. We have to go back to how we were born and raised and what is natural to our bodies, and almost like starting over again. So we're going to start over again, and we're going to get to a point where we're going to go from ground zero. And you guys, it's not easy. I promise you. There's nothing easy about detox. And it's the same as a heroin addict that's coming off of an addiction. Those addictions are really freaking hard. Yeah, Lisa Gaylord's mind. Sorry about that. Algeria. Do you think it was a scam? I don't know anybody in Algeria. I don't think I do. Anyway, remember, addiction, any type of addiction, anything that has you. If you guys are like, you're going for the alcohol, or you're going for the pizza, or you're going for the potatoes and rice and pasta and bread and cereals and sandwiches. Gotta have my sandwiches and all types of, right? To get you guys off of that, you guys turn into like little babies. You're like little babies. Like the crying is really bad. Like grown people, like with tears in their eyes. And I've had people get into fights with me, like boosh, 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 like, Lisa, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, no, I know what I'm talking about. You just don't like what I'm talking about. is a lot different than I don't know what I'm talking about. The sad part is I know what I'm talking about, you just don't want to do it. It's the same thing as your mom telling you to clean your room and you just huffed and puffed until you actually had to clean the room. And then when you did, you turn around and you're like, oh my God, my room looks really nice when it's clean. My body looks really nice when it's clean. Did you guys get it? I know it's hard. I do. I get it. But I want to see you guys succeed. I want to see you guys get healthy and happy. So another question that I have on here and that I'm going to answer because a couple of my unicorns have the same question. Sorry, I'm so stuffy, you guys. I don't know what it is about sitting here and I start to talk and then I'm like stuffy. So sleep. My two favorite unicorns on here. Sleep is what they're asking, and I get sleep, and I've actually I'm doing a carnivore diet right now. I have been for a little bit, experimenting and changing some things around. As I went more meat based, I actually a lot of aches and pains are gone. A lot of discomfort, bloating is gone. And the one thing on this diet that I love tremendously is that I sleep. Finally slept last night. Yeah, gotta get alcohol out of your system. Number one, sleep is about alcohol. Alcohol is just a huge no. And you guys are still drinking. You know, I'm not your mom. I feel like I am sometimes, but alcohol is so disgusting and so it tears your body apart from the inside out. You want to lose weight? Stop drinking. You want to feel better? Stop drinking. You want to get rid of your addictions to certain types of food? Stop drinking. Stop drinking alcohol. It's not what you think it is. And alcohol is a depressant. It's a depressant. And when you drink alcohol and you think that you're like happy, and then the next thing you know, you're depressed. Happy? Fake happy. Fake happy because if you drink to be happy, it's fake. Instead of just being happy, and then you drink, and then you get depressed, what kind of payoff is that? So let's go back to sleep. Sleep is a process, and sleep is a mindset reset hack. If we don't focus on sleep, it won't happen. My problem with sleep is it's my brain. I do the magnesium. I set up the room. Dark sheets that. But it'll be a decision that I need to make. But one of the hacks that I use is also reading actual books. Reading at night. And the way that I do it, what I'll do is, it's got to be a book that if I have to drink, I sleep like shit. Yeah, absolutely. If I use the book to sleep, this is the hack. It's got to be a really good book. It can't be a book that's like, I love comedy writing. I read a lot of David Sedaris, who is actually Amy Sedaris's brother. And his books are hilarious. It doesn't even matter which one you get. David Sedaris, Sedaris. Just funny writing. And it's actually, you can read and read and read. And when you read and read and read, it actually brings your brain from out here in here, and it settles you. It's very much like I don't like meditation. I've tried it a million times and it does not work for me. Sorry. Meditation for me is very much like that book, The Power of Now. When you try to think of like right now, it's like, well, right now is not right now. Even as I'm saying right now, it's no more right now. So I giggle when people are like, oh yeah, like think right now, don't think of the past, don't think of the future. I'm like, shut up, that's so stupid. Like, I'm sure the guy's like a cool guy, but I'm like, wait, nothing is now. If that's the truth, right? So when I read, and meditation is the same thing. I'll start to meditate, and I've tried. Listen, you don't even know. I've tried. I would go into my bathroom, pitch black, put a towel. I had a meditation stool that I would sit on. And then all of a sudden, there I was like, I got shit to do. I got shit to do. I gotta go. I got shit to do. And so then I realized, I'm like, okay, I'm not a meditator. That's fine. So what can I do? I read. And when I read, Augustine Burroughs is also another great, amazing writer. Augustine Burroughs, David Sedaris. Those two for me, like, I love sarcasm and wit. And when I read those books, those are the ones that kind of just settle me down and make me laugh and make me disconnect from the day. So my last thoughts as I go into sleep are happy. And I think that's the trick to anything we do in life is, how do I get to happy? Like, I've had problems, like ups and downs, right? And then I'll go, is that thing really that much? Is there that much value in that thing that's making me like, eh? And especially if it's a person. There's a person that like tweaked me in some way, and I'm like, why would I? First of all, anybody that makes you feel less than happy, get them out of your life. I'll say it again. Anyone that makes you feel less than happy, get them out of your life. Move them away from you. If you're married to that person, put a wall up and push them away. Don't be mean. Just make a decision that you're not making me happy. And it's no one's job to make you happy. You just have to find happy within yourself. You've got to find that place that I wake up and I'm freaking happy. I sing songs to my dogs, like we have a ritual in the morning. And one of my dogs, I don't know about your dogs, but one of my dogs is, I call him my boyfriend. He's my boyfriend. I call him my foo dog. He's like the keeper of the house. And he wakes up and he crawls on the top of my pillow and gets on my head, crawls, and he just lays there. So his belly is on my head, and I call him Sombrero, Mr. Sombrero. That is Mr. Sombrero. So I've got this guy, and then I got the little baby who crawls on my belly. She puts her belly on my belly and like straddles me and gives me 1,000 kisses. So that's my day. The other ones are just like knocked out. They're just so sleepy. But I start my day with happy. I start my day with love. And if you're with someone that's next to you that you are staring at on a daily basis and you know it's not going to get better. Let me tell you about being single. One of the most valuable things for me is knowing that I don't have to deal with anybody. And maybe I complain about being single because I do feel like I want to share my life with someone. But yet, at what price do I pay to share my life with someone who's not, their intentions are not to make me happy? That's a scary thought. And I've been in a million relationships and it always turns to, you know, this person's not happy with themselves. They act like they're happy. They shine out. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy. Look at me. I'm happy. Look at me. I'm so perfect and happy. And they're not. It's a mask that they wear, and it's fake, and I can see it a mile away. And I want to get you guys happy. My mission in life is to show you happy. And money is not happy. The car is not happy. The house is not happy. The husband or wife that's not happy is not happy. Happy is a state of mind, guys. And it's so simple. It's not complicated. Sorry. Anybody want to help me with my allergies? I'll do anything. And do not tell me about a fucking neti pot. I'll punch you in the face. Fucking neti pot. My ass. That's not it. I want the world to be a better place, and I want to start with me, right? Man in the mirror kind of thing. Michael Jackson said it best. Take a look at yourself. You got to make that change. You've got to make those changes. I promise you. If you're scared to leave the person you're with because it's the person that makes you miserable. My sister and I had a conversation the other day, and she used a term, maybe she's still on here. She used the term, I don't know if she's here. She said, when you get to the point where somebody kind of gives you the creeps, that's not the word she used, but somebody gives you like the creeps, and she was so right. Once that kicks in, you can never get rid of it. And you know what? You're not doing them a favor either. That's why marriage is so gross and complicated and stifling, and it's almost like a lie. Like you have that, like, I have to be with this person because I signed a legal document. If you were not legally married to the person you were married to, would you still be married? I'm not against marriage. I'm all for it. I've seen marriage work. I've also seen non-contractual marriages really work because that person has to stay there by choice, not by paper. And we get delusional when we think, oh, it's like, it's that trap, it's that mind trap, and you know it's there. Like it's like I'm gonna call it a booby trap. Like the marriage license is a booby trap. It's like, fuck, I can't walk away because I fucking signed that marriage contract, and you know it's gonna get ugly with legal fees and lawyers, and then you're like, fuck it, I'll stay. And then you justify, you're like, grass is always greener, let me stick around. Kids, your kids don't care. I came from parents that fought all day long. Actually, I assumed they hated each other. But I knew that there was love. There was just a different generation of love. It was just a weird thing. And as I grew up, I'm like, Mom, you don't have to stay in this situation because of us. My brother and sister were older, so they were off and doing their own thing anyway. But being the baby mom, oh, we'll stay together because of you kids. I'm like, what kind of bullshit is that? Who taught you that? Who gave you that brainwashing? I want you to be happy. You're not happy. Get happy. And if you love that person you're with, you got to sit that person down and have a hey babe moment. That hey babe moment is about saying, dude, girl, I need to get happy. Are you coming with me? And if you feel the resistance, then you just got to back away and say, I love you enough to let you go. I love you enough to, hey, you do you, I'm doing me. And if we circle back and we're still together, that's a beautiful day. But 8 billion people on the planet, and we have to stay with that one assigned human that had a hormonal rush that you wanted to have sex with for the first 6 months that you knew them, and then 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road, you're still with that person and you can't stand them. I see it all day long. Makes me sad. And then I also see the people that have been together without marriage licenses or any kind of agreement. They've been together for, 20, 30 years, and they're just like, yeah, it's my person, man. It's my best friend. I envy that. It's all about, are you happy? Are you? Are you really like satisfied with your life? Are you doing the things that you want to do? Are you spending? There's a guy out there, you guys might have heard of Tim Ferriss, 4-Hour Work Week. And I used to be like, fuck that. That's such bullshit. 4-Hour Work Week. What are you talking about, man? You got to grind. And then I started realizing that he was right. Like people that go to 8-hour day jobs, 10, 12, 14. And I'm not talking about like the medical community. Been with my husband 30 years. And do you love him, Bessie? He's a hey babe, right? Oh, here's the other thing with like husbands and wives. If you can mold them to get them to fit into your narrative, and I don't mean like coerce them to do things they don't want to do. Look at me with my mask over here. These are everywhere now. And these are the best because these are flexy. Then you got a good one. You know, you got a good person. Like you've got to find people that are flexible because there is truth to the grass is always greener. You know, when you make that decision to move on, yes, he's amazing. Yay! We love that. I love when my students and my followers are happy and you're with somebody that makes you happy. And I mean that, like, it is no one's job to make you happy, but when they do make you happy, that makes me happy. I love when you just kind of have to go out of your way sometimes. You have to push ego aside. I think I got another mask. Look, I got another one. I'm telling you, they're everywhere. They're just everywhere. There you go. When you have somebody that you can grow with, when you have somebody that will mold, remold, reinvent with you, because remember, our body, our cells change every 7 years, right? So if that's the case, like our body is a new body, a completely new physical body. Doesn't that blow your mind? It blows my mind. First time I ever heard that, I was like, what? So basically what you're saying is that every 7 years, I'm a new person. What does that say about the relationships you have with the people that are around you? If I'm changing, you're changing. So if I meet you and I have this attraction towards you, in 7 years, I'm not the same person. Neither are you. So how did we evolve together? And so this all comes down to sleep. And when you're happy, you sleep. When you're not happy, you don't sleep. That's the bottom line. First, get alcohol out of your life. It's not doing you any good, and you look like an idiot when you drink anyway. And somebody needed to say that. What? I have to be born again. I will choose him 1,000,000 times. He is a gentleman and kind. He is caring. That I love. We love it. I'm so shiny with this light. Why does somebody say that? That's a beautiful thing, Bessie, and you deserve it. Yeah, when you can rest your head at night, because you know sometimes, and I hope this doesn't offend anyone. If you're sleeping in a bed next to someone that you don't absolutely 100% know, like, and trust, you subconsciously will never sleep. You will never be able to relax. You will never be able to, and for those of you who are a couple, especially like big people, like guys, like you're sleeping, like I don't know how you guys can sleep. My parents slept in a queen size bed, and to this day, I'm baffled how two large humans can sleep in a bed that close to, like, I need some room. Like I just got a smaller bed for the first time because I'm single, but I've always had a king size bed or a California king because I basically don't want to touch the person that's next to me while I sleep. I need to like spread out. I need room, right? So I've also evaluated if I'm sleeping next to someone that I don't really care for, I never sleep. Maybe that resonates with some of you, maybe it doesn't, but I want you guys to check your surroundings and check the people that you're with. And listen, I get it. You're like, I've been married for 20 years, Lisa. What am I supposed to do with this person? I can't just divorce them. Like, well, okay. That's your prison. That's your prison. It's not mine. I don't want to be with somebody that is not 100% on my page. And we're going in the same direction. And we're creating. So we're going to go back to another question here. This is my friend Nikki. She goes by Drama. All right. PCOS, that's your diet, babe. And if you guys want to push back on anything I say, please do. I just read the science. I collect the science. I dismantle the science. And I look at most diseases that are out there, most things that are, immune system related in any way, anything that's causing inflammation in your body, PCOS, it's diet. It's what you're eating. And this new challenge is especially for someone like you. PCOS can be turned around. It's hormonal. Everything that we're eating, it's just getting back to basics, getting back to how we became upright and thinking, creating, evolving humans. And that's where I want to take you guys. What's up, Margaret? Let's see what else we have on here. More ideas for outdoor workouts. That's one of Melissa's questions. And I'm going to be putting that on there as well. Self-worth and role models. We've got about 10 minutes left here. I'm actually going to kind of, extend this out. What's up, Margaret? So one of the things we talk about is self-worth and role models and how we identify with strangers on the internet. And strangers on the internet should be a book. Strangers on the internet. Maybe a chapter in my book. Tomboy in a Tutu. Just wait. I keep threatening to write this book, and it's going to happen. But the chapter is, strangers on the internet. And that's a very 2020 kind of thing. And especially since we've been in lockdown, it seems like we've just, gotten so bored, and we're just so clingy and needy for likes. And I've never been a likes kind of girl. Like, I could really care less. I thought it was like business building, but then I realized it's just random people. And it's not even like people that I know. And that's the weird part. It's almost like creepy. What do they call them? Keyboard warriors that are out there that are writing things on your post or watching you. And it's like, what are you posting? And looking at the people that we consider role model. Oh, I love her this, I love her that, I love his this, I love his that. And you see these Instagram posts that are just bullshit. Like, wow. People lie about their shit. And when they lie about their stuff and you know it's a lie, it becomes narcissistic tragedy. And being able to say, that's not a role model. Those are not my role models. My role models are very subtle. And when I say role model, I look at people that are they're doing what I do at a higher level. How did they get to that higher level? There are people that do what I do in a different way that are at a higher level, and they're kind of fake. Like, they're faking some stuff that I find to be like misleading. And those will be like those ads where you say, like, how to make, $100,000 a month. You're like, what? Are you serious? First of all, making $100,000 a month is not doable and not desirable. Anybody can, not everybody can make $100,000 a month. You're a great role model. I love you. Not everybody can make $100,000 a month because their mechanisms are not in place. Some people can't even make $1,000 a month, let alone looking at what bridging 1,000 to 100,000 a month is. And when you go into those Facebook accounts that have that out there, you're like, wait a second. So someone has gotten behind you and has allowed you to scale, or you built your business based on some other things, but you're leaving all that out to seduce your clients that are really never going to put those steps together. So are you authentic? Are you being authentic? Yeah. And a lot of people that are out there that are not using Instagram or Facebook or any of the social platforms for business, they're just using them as a consumption of approval, then we know we're like dealing with a lot of narcissism, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of neediness. I don't do the neediness thing. I just don't. And as soon as I feel needy, I disconnect. Like, I gotta go. I gotta back out of this fake world, fake society, because it doesn't make me happy. It doesn't make me happy. What makes me happy is when I find joy in the things that I contribute. When I get to this level now that I turned on the camera and decided to go live with you guys, I realize that I have a role to play. I have an obligation to get messages out to people that are out there that follow somebody like me and say, that helped. You helped me. You guided me in a time when I needed to hear a clear voice. I go on the internet daily and I look and search for positive female role models. And they're very few and far between people that are like, when I say self-made, I am self-made. No one gave me, here's a bunch of money, Lisa, and have a nice life. I built my thing from me. It's all me. So I take a lot of the things I do personally. But when I see female role models that are out there, and I'm not disrespecting you, I love you guys, work and rock on. But female role models that are out there that are not self-made, I've got a rich husband or a rich someone who affords me, and I'm gonna tell you how to live your best life. I'm like, nah, pretty sure you don't struggle. I want struggle. I want real, honest to goodness struggle. Like, I love Oprah. She's a little crazy now that she's been a billionaire. It's like, she kind of like lost touch. Like, I think she said something about she didn't realize how expensive avocados were. And I was like, oh, fuck it. I'm done. I can't. I just can't. Like, seriously, you can't come from like that poor of a background, start making that kind of money, and then lose touch with who you are. Like, how do you not fucking know how much avocados are? Do you really want to be that rich? Like, yeah, I do. But I don't want to lose my essence. And I think that that's also part of me and being happy. It's like I'm losing more and more and more of the material, the happier I actually am. The more I desire less of crap, shit, things, the happier I become. I start giggling at life and what people think are important, and they're just not. So I tend to find a lot of male role models that are out there because men are kind of kicked out into society early on, like, go be the breadwinner. So that's why you see so many men that are just like, yeah. So I tend to follow a bunch of guys, but they have also personal integrity about bringing up women. They're not women downers, they're women uppers, and they're very much people are people. So for all you female, independent, self-made rock stars, I salute you. Today is Friday. It is 9:59. I have not done a workout. I'm going to write up something for you guys. I'm going to demo the workout. Please, 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 please like, share, comment. If you guys found any value out of today, if you guys want to contribute and donate, that just like, like $5 always like rocks my world. I'm like, it wasn't the $5, it's the It's the act. It's the going that step beyond and saying, here, I want to contribute to you doing Coffee Talk because it helps me. It helps my day. So if I've helped you and if I've guided you and I've motivated you or I've supported you in some way, somehow, I love you guys. I want to get you guys into Mindset Reset Tribe. Drop me a comment below if you want to get in on, yes, I have Venmo. I will post it up here in 2 seconds as soon as I drop out. I have Venmo and Cash App and all of them, Zelle, all those. Love you guys. But if you want to get in on the challenge, 30-day challenge, it starts on Monday. I will take late people, but you've got to go through a process of detox over the next 3 days. Today's Friday. Today's day 1. Day 2, day 3, we go all in on Monday. I've actually already started, so I'm down the road a little bit. I'm going to give you guidance throughout the process. I'm here to hold your hand. I promise you it's not going to be easy, but it is so worth it. I love you guys. I am out. Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to close down this, set your workout up, and then I'll be right back on. I love you guys. Have a great day. Thank you.